to Ravenwood Farm. It's been a while since we've been on here. I ended up skipping a video last week because I just didn't get time to record it. So that's pretty much the facts there. We have a bunch of bales to put away, and then I'm not sure actually. I know next game day we will have our oat field to harvest, and something that I might have a look at doing. I'm in pounds because I've been doing comms, then I'm in pounds. Dollars. Something I am thinking about doing is making some upgrades to our Bga using the modular Bga pack, but we need a bit more cash for that, and I think really in that case we need to have made the decision to sell a load of the silage to recover the costs of the investment. But probably do that later on in the video, because as I say, I am really not entirely sure what we will be up to in this video once we've got these bales stacked away. I guess the big news for this video, and if you're on Discord or Twitter, you'll know this already, I'm a Giants partner. Thanks everyone for all the support to the channel. It's only because you guys and girls and whatever else you might be watch the videos and subscribe and all that stuff that I managed to qualify for the Giants Partner Program. So it's pretty awesome. There are links in the video description below if you want to get yourself a copy of another copy of FS22 if you've bought it already, or if you want to get yourself the season pass. We'll come on to that in a bit. Yeah, you'll keep helping the channel out if you do that. The other thing I want to say is thank you to Smock Farmer for becoming the first channel member. There is an option to become a channel member now for a pretty tiny amount of money, but that comes with very tiny benefits, I guess. At the moment, you'll get yourself into a private channel on Discord, which is just for members and me, obviously, because yeah. And once there's a few of you, I'll probably do some sort of banner or something in the video to just to say thank you. I'm not sure Smock would want his very own banner scrolling across the video at some point in the intro or outro. Maybe he does, so I'm sure he'll let me know if he does. Yeah, so I think a couple of things that are changing. I'm still pondering the whole merch thing. The reason I'm pondering it is I personally, because the audience is international, and I'm not an international logistics company, and I don't want to be a merchandise provider. And my dogs have just started. We'll get back to that. I will be back with you in a moment. So it's a slightly longer break than I expected then, but we're back at this, and we've got our bales to continue stacking. And I was talking about merch, I think, and so yeah, most people seem to use the same companies to provide merch. And having looked at them, pretty sure the reason is that you don't have to hold stock yourself, and stuff is made to order, so I don't have to worry about investing anything in it, and you guys would get your merch when you ordered it with whatever you ordered. The problem I have with those places, as I've said, is they're very expensive. I've literally been chatting to people on Discord about that in between recording these bits, and yeah, I'm still unsure, because personally I wouldn't spend as much as they cost, but someone did give me an awesome idea for a mug, so I may have to do a limited run of those. We will see. I need to try and concentrate on getting these bales stacked, which I'm doing a really bad job of. I've had a look around the map, and we've got grass we could mow, but I'm not sure if I want to. I am going to do the Bga upgrades, so in the gap I have got the modular Bga mod installed, and we're going to do an experiment with that to try and massively boost the income coming out of our Bga. So the modular Bga includes some generators which give you double the payout for the electricity you produce and 50% extra for the methane you produce, and BGAs produce mostly electricity, so you're pretty much going to double the income you are getting from the BGA. They don't work with base game BGAs because you need to be able to put it onto distributing to distribute the electricity and the methane from the BGA to the generator. The modding well BGA that I have on here has that feature, because it's designed to be able to let you store the electricity and methane to use it to power your vehicles. So, and also we have now a full pit of fermented silage over here. I can't remember the button to open it. So that's got in it a couple 100,000 litres of silage. We've got 72,000 litres of silage in here, and in a few days, more than a few days, okay, in a few months we're going to have our corn silage ready. So I think we're going to borrow the little bit of money that we need, and probably want to make sure that BGA is not active at the moment. Yeah, but I think we're going to borrow the little bit of money that we need, put the generator in, and then we're going to put some silage through. We can put the generator up back here, I think. So we're making use of that space. We need to borrow a little bit more money. Quite a big loan now. And if we then go into production and factories, so all of these are components of the modular BGA, and I'm going to do a video separately on the modular BGA, because it's quite interesting about the probably most efficient way to put this together. So I've been looking at that, but we're going to go across to this guy, generator 1, and although it says that it increases the electricity and methane by a factor of 2, it just does electricity by a factor of 2, methane is by a factor of 1.5. We're going to tuck that back here behind our BGA. And so what we need to do then is go into productions, and we want to change this to distributing and the methane to distributing. We could put in a secondary fermenter for the digestate, but I don't think that's worth it at the moment. And then the electricity, we would need to activate those once we had some. We had a tiny bit, so maybe if we put that one on, we'll see that transfer across in a few minutes. In fact, we'll just speed up time to the hour, because things happen on the hour with these bits of kit. And I think, yeah, that it's moved across there, so in the next hour it will sell. And you see it doubles the amount of electricity that you get back. It's quite loud. So yeah, it ends up doing some kind of funky things with how much you can make from BGAs. And that is definitely going to be a separate video, because you can, through the power of maths and spreadsheets, you can have some really interesting combinations that can make you a lot of money. So I think, actually, we're going to take, I want to get a belt to load up the silage. I think I don't want to do it all by hand. It will take forever. Actually, we could take the truck, couldn't we? Where did I leave the truck? Where did I leave the truck? It's over by the combine, isn't it? we're going to take the truck over to the store and we're going to get ourselves a conveyor belt. And you go in manual gearbox mode still. So we'll have to fix that. I keep forgetting where these are. So I'm going to head up to the store and I will see you up there. I think that's probably the best plan. I was going to wait till we got to the shop, but I don't think I've had the sound on this thing. Wow, it sounds good. By driving, not so much. Steering seems very laggy, but it sounds so good. So I have just been on King Mods, and because I had spotted it had been released somewhere, I'm actually going to turn up the steering sensitivity, I think, because that feels really low. Steering sensitivity, that's not 100%. Steering back sensitivity, let's turn that up a little bit. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, the Grimmy auto load belt that picks up straight from the floor has been released, and it's on King Mods, and so it's the one I use loads in FS19. But yeah, we're gonna lease this guy for a couple of grand. Hopefully it will attach to the back. It will not. Dull. I'll be back with the tractor. So we're back in the little 6M. That was kind of frustrating, and I know you've asked for less jump cuts, but there's no point you watching me drive backwards and forwards across the map. So I've just been checking my spreadsheet as well, and to give you an idea of the difference in income we will get through using the BGA. Where's silage? Where's silage? So we're looking at, you know, a couple of $200–300 per 1,000 litres with just selling it. We should be able to change that to well over $1,000 per 1,000 litres through using the BGA and then the generator. And you might have noticed as I was scrolling through that I've edited the map so that we get electricity prices, and you'll see they're quite high. But I've got a spreadsheet for how the modular BGA works, and I'm going to go through it in a bit in a separate video. But you're looking at basically a factor of 4 by putting it through the generator for selling silage to the BGA, which is kind of nuts, but hey, I'm not going to complain. It is an option available to us in game by combining a couple of mods. Yes, I am running a modded BGA, which is going to be a bit faster, but hey, yeah. This particular save game is about learning and experimenting, so that's what we're doing. And we're going to run back to the farm and I think we'll fill the trailer up with silage and use that to get it into the BGA. We could have leased a whole load of belts and run a belt system between the bunker, but I don't think that was worth the pain particularly. Cut down here. The other job we have to do today is to sell some milk, because I keep forgetting, and we've got about 30,000 litres of milk to sell off. But yeah, the first job is to get, I think we definitely need to empty the pit with 70,000 litres in it, because we need to have a pit available for the corn silage, although that's a way off yet. I am tempted with what we have now with the BGA to cut some grass for silage. We might do some silage bales. Haven't done those yet on here, I don't think. Maybe we did at the start. Certainly haven't done them in a while. in a video, so we'll get that done. I have done them lots on our multiplayer server. And thanks, Casa. That man is a beast with a mower and a baler. Or near enough 400 silage bales from one cut across Calmsden. And we are playing, it says crossplay multiplayer, and so we're playing without stuff that I can fettle and tweak. So we have just the built-in Bga, which is incredibly slow. So we ended up selling them to one of the bale sale points and making a shed load of cash. Just quickly recording this in my lunch break between Teams meetings, and I keep jumping backwards and forwards about merch, but I've got an idea for something that I want to do. It's going to be a limited edition, and I'll probably be limiting who can get access to those, I'm afraid, because they will be limited edition. And then I might look at doing one of the merch stores, only because people said they might be interested in buying stuff from them. Personally, I don't think they are particularly good value, so I do have a dilemma there. But yeah, when I get some time, I might sit and do that and just go through some of the details on the websites that offer them. Right, I think we'll get this pit empty because that would make sense. We seem to have instantly picked some silage up. So I have not tested this yet, which is kind of unusual for me. Oh, it's electric this time. Oh, that's nice. And it's quite fast. Are we turned on? We are turned on. That should be fine. I have no idea how big the pickup is on this. As I say, I've not used it before. I've literally just downloaded it off King's Mod. I'd seen it was available, and I really prefer it as a way of doing belts than having to have the little one and then that one. I don't care if it's a realism thing. I think it's really annoying. I haven't looked at whether any of the augers that we have in the game could pick silage up, and then whether they work off the floor. Right, let's get a forward gear, and I think the little John Deere will be perfect for this. We're only running backwards and forwards between the bunker and the silage and the Bga. Should be okay. If not, we'll grab the fence. Oh, it's nice and quick as well. That's good. And has a nice big pickup area. Lovely. And we're full, and I've obviously turned off the trailer fill weight limit. You didn't see that, did you? Ah, well. I struggle with that one sometimes, because it really does limit the capacity of trailers a lot. But let's get some silage into here. There's a road sign there. Someone must have hit a road sign. Irresponsible people. So if we jump out now, we should be filling up with silage. We need to activate the production for silage. And then we will be distributing the electric charge across to the generator. That will happen on the hour. And they will then sell it and make lots of money, which will make me a happy man. So we can leave that to go, and I think now we'll get into the time-lapsey bit. So I'm not going to do what I did on the Calmsden video. I'm not going to keep jumping backwards and forwards between time-lapse and normal. This is going to be like my old-fashioned, or my normal videos, where we have a long-ish, probably quite a long intro now, and then a time-lapse period. And before we do the time-lapse, if you aren't already, please click subscribe, turn on notifications, and hit the like button. We don't smash like buttons. If you smash the like button, you have to buy me a coffee, and leave me a comment below, and future me will be with you in a bit. And here I am, and we're going to do a few random jobs around the yard, and then actually my thinking about grass being ready was wrong, so we're going to progress forwards to July and get that oat field harvested later on, get that out of the way, get the straw baled up, and yeah, so if you like harvesting, stick around. But first we are off to the farmer's market to sell the milk, because the two productions on this map have a stupidly small capacity and we have a trailer full, so I thought I might as well just take it straight up to the farmer's market, because we'd have ended up driving here anyway to sell it, and the price is pretty good. Just checking the status of the cow, so we've got $30,000 there, so we'll pay that straight off of the money we borrowed earlier to expand our BGA. Remembered I had some bales in the field to clear up still from last time. Forgot to hit record for the first one. So this is the little bit of round baling we did to speed up baling this big-ish field. I'm not going to do any prep on the fields that we have harvested, because we're moving on from here after we have done the maize harvest. Get another trailer full of silage. What I have completely forgotten, because it was a while since I played on here, is I still have 2 contracts active and I need to deliver the grain for those. So actually we need to get this trailer empty so that we can then go and sell or deliver the grain. This is me just realizing and thinking, oh crap, I've still got silage in the trailer. So we're going to speed up time a bit to empty the trailer out. Getting some money in from the BGA as well as it goes. The generator is quite slow, so we end up with a little bit of a backlog of electricity, but yeah, it'll get cleared off. So we're going to stick the trailer on the fence because it's more appropriate, and fill up with barley and go off to the sell point. I totally forgot I had these active. It seems like the trailer weight fill limit might be vehicle specific, because it's applying for the Fendt but not for the John Deere. So field contract on 53 done, and a couple of grand for completing that. We need to fill up again and finish off delivering. I will warn you at this point, I was incredibly tired recording this, so we do make a little bit of a mistake, but it's not the end of the world. So I was literally falling asleep in the cab. And I forgot to stop delivering, so we delivered a fair bit of more grain than we needed to. We got paid $4 grand for it and then completed the contract, so not all bad in the end. Just going to stick the bit of slurry we have into the BGA as well. Having all 3 active is going to slow it down a bit, so I've put the manure in there as well. I think I forgot to record that bit. Now we've got manure and slurry in there processing along with the silage. We'll probably end up putting some of the silage from the big fresh pit in as well. Not this video though. So we're into July and we need to feed the cows. And again, I make another stupid mistake. This is the following morning and I was still really tired, so I put 2 bales of hay in, or 14,000 litres of hay into our 11,000 litre feed mixer. So we're going to feed the cows some hay first. We're going to empty it down to about 50% and then we'll fill it up with silage from the bunker. Yeah, it was really just not paying attention at all when I did that. But that's a much quicker way than using the bucket to get some TMR. Just going to do a load in here. The other shed will be fine with the hay that we gave it. We're not going to worry about doing anything with that. They've got enough straw as well, so we can now crack into harvest time. I'm going to park the trailer up on the side of the field and then run the combine myself, because it's a nice small field, so it should be a fairly quick job to get done. Oh no, we're doing manure first. Ah yes, I knew I did manure, I couldn't remember which order. Just trying to keep on top of getting everything through the BGA, as that now is our main source of income at the moment. We give the trailer a quick wash because it's been full of poo, and we don't want that to then have our nice oats in. And I'm not going to bother taking the header on the trailer across the farm. We'll just hook up here and drive away across to the little tiny field. A couple of headlands and then we'll get into the up down rows. And no auto drive, no course play, just straight me playing and dumping straw over the field. Or over the headland. Oh. I was recording this at about 6 in the morning, so give me a break. don't think we're going to get a huge amount off of here. We may not even need the trailer, if I'm honest. I think I planted this with the intent that maybe we would be doing horses, but with all the cool maps coming out now, I think we're probably looking to move on from here. In fact, we are looking to move on from here fairly soon. Probably a couple more episodes, I would think. So if you've got a suggestion for, I probably want to stick with an American map maybe on here, then drop me a comment below. I might go against that instantly, and because I'm really excited for Greenlands, which is back with Mod Hub, so that would be cool. Maybe we will go there. That might work out with how long it will take to finish this off. For the survival challenge, I'm looking for there was a French map released yesterday on the Mod Hub, which has since been pulled. I don't know why, but I'm hoping that comes back out, because that would make sense going from Oats to another map in France. So yeah, 5,500 litres of oats is going to bring us a little bit of income in when it comes around to being a good point to sell. Just returning the leased combine and all its bits. I'd forgotten we'd leased the bale trailer, but not the end of the world. We will quickly get all this straw baled up, and that will be it for today. Don't think we're going to get many bales off of here, so we probably don't really need the auto load trailer. I suspect what I might do is actually just bring the JCB up and drive them across the yard. Doesn't seem like it's worth stacking them on a trailer to drive the few yards. And this is me just trying to get a half decent thumbnail, which you will have seen already. I've got really bad at remembering to take thumbnails, and it's harder if I'm recording continuous streams of footage, because I would normally do the thumbnail in the breaks. Well, so we're pretty much done there, so we'll get the baler washed and put away, and I will say thank you for watching, folks. If you enjoyed it, click the like button, leave me a comment, and I'll catch you next time on Ravenwood Farm.